So next race up is going to be the Pit Bike Veterans, and these guys fight absolute tooth and nail. One of my favourite classes to watch actually this year.
Yes. Oh, jeez! I think that was Richard Rice there stalled, and I think that was Paul Wolfman Orson Ward. Took a tumble. Melodramatic, wasn't it?
How uncanny that you was talking as they went down. That voodoo magic. So away they go. I can tell you we're at round 5 now at this British Minibike Championships. Barry Prue is leading the championship, coming in here 221 points from Ian Norman, 211 points. Been having some great battles. That's Ian Norman at the front at the minute from one of the Bolsover, John Bolsover there, 142. Richard Price.
It's got to be the only Bolsover in this class, and it's going to be John Bolsover. It can't be the other two. Hang on a minute, I'm missing a trick there. Only his leathers, aren't they?
But and Richard Rice that we saw just going down on the start there, 195 points, was sitting third in the championship, so he's going to have to do some work. And Beansy took the win in race 1 as well. John Bolsover, Ian Norman taking third, and Barry Prue was down in 6th position in race 1. So the race order at the moment: Ian Norman having a battle with John Bolsover, still there at the minute, and I think it's Les Noble there in 3rd position. Gary Lightning McQueen also up there.
It's nice to see Les and April Noble back. Les had an operation in the middle of the year, tail end last year, so this is the first run he's been able to make it. It's good to see him back. He's a good character. Him and his wife April are both racing today. Both really nice people. It's good to see him out there. And if you notice, this grid is absolutely heaving, just like all the pit bike grids, but this is absolutely at capacity.
It's absolutely stunning to watch, because you can look at all the rest of the field trailing in behind them. Packed out grids here, ladies and gentlemen, all enjoying the sunny weather as well. It's a much better improvement from the Rara rain, with the rain that we had.
Well, I did pay extra to get it here.
That's it. I'm going to put it on my rider now. I'm not going to turn up a little bit of sunshine. Bolsover now is starting to climb onto the rear wheel of Ian Norman. So things really starting to heat up at the front. These two really starting to have a very good battle now. You can see in Bolsover trying to look around. Great bit of action shot there from the onboard with Barry Prue.
You see Les's nice new leathers. I bet they don't stay like that for the next round.
I was going to say they're very shiny and squeaky clean as they go through. It just made it look like Bolsover maybe missed a gear there. You can see him just struggle as he came out of that corner. That's going to allow a bit of a gap to open up between him and Ian Norman. I think is it Lightning McQueen that we've got behind him there in 3rd position. Having a look to see we've got. Then you've got Barry Prue and Les Noble having a little battle a bit further back. Then Mark Evans, John Robinson, Andy Williams, Stan Gill. As the rest of the field come through.
We've got Mick Hardy out there as well. We're going to see an interview with him, his son and his grandson, who all race with us in 3 different classes. This is mixed class in the Veterans. He does quite well. He's normally in the midfield. He does really well.
Just having a look down the results now where he is on this one actually. But yeah, we'll have a little chat with him later. Oh, Bolsover looks like he's going to make the move. Ooh, that was close, just going right across the front of Ian Norman.
I think we're going to call him No Mercy Bolsover now.
Yes. You could definitely see him. He was setting up for the move, but my word, that was breathtaking. So Ian Norman now down into 2nd place. And Bolsover starting to pull out slightly. Gary McQueen in 3rd, and looking for, I think that battle has Barry Prue moved up position. Wait to see they come. Yes, Barry Prue now up into 4th position. 66 Les Nobles down in 5th position behind him. But I say that could we call them veteran riders, and we've often made a little joke about the Horlicks and everything, but I mean there's a lot of experience out there, and there really are some accomplished riders out there.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have raced in various different classes throughout the years, from not just pit bikes but also in the bigger bikes. And the great thing about it is if you're 40 plus, or your birthday is in this year, your 40th birthday, you can come along and race to race in terms, peanuts. It's about £2,000 for the year, including your entry fee and your bike and everything. You can come along and have this sort of battle, and there's always somebody to fight with. No matter what your ability, there's always somebody of your calibre around you.
I mean, we've had some brilliant on board from previous rounds, but from some of these guys, fantastic races. Bolsover just going through, Ian Norman, then Lightning McQueen going through, then Barry Prue coming towards us, then the number 66 machine, Les Noble. tell you the best lap has been John Bolsover. He's done a 55.904. So coming towards the closing stage of this one, you can see him starting to increase that lead now over Ian Norman. Ian Norman coming under a bit of pressure now from Gary Lightning McQueen. Starting to close onto the back wheel, so Ian Norman certainly can't relax as we come towards the closing stages. Barry Prue closing up a little bit on our leaders as well. John Bolsover, he's got a couple of back markers, but I think he's leading. There you go, coming right in front of us. But you can definitely see Gary McQueen is closing onto the rear wheel of Ian Norman. There's Bolsover coming through the traffic, and there's Ian Norman. McQueen right behind him, then Barry Prue, then a little bit of a gap then before Les Noble, number 66. And a good, as I say, considering he's returning back from injury, that's a good position for Les Noble.
There's no flies on Les. He's a damn good rider, really good rider. He's been riding in motocross and various forms of motorsport nearly all his life. Yeah. If it's got two wheels on it, he can ride it.
Well, we're coming towards the checkers now, and I presume that's going to be a win. There it is for John Bolsover. Ian Norman will take second. Gary Lightning McQueen will take third.